Awesome. Glad to see that you're here. All right. So first off, I want to give you guys a big shout out. Thanks to Jaylow7, Hi Raw Fellows, and all the recent followers rather from the Duckling crew. Thanks to you guys, I finally hit Twitch affiliate status last night. So we updated the layout a little bit. We've got some commands. So at this point now, if you want to see what music we're playing or what flags we're running, we've got the !flags command, which will go ahead and show you what we're running. Hey, thanks Hi Raw Fellows for the follow. I appreciate that. And !music will show you the channel that I am listening to music on stream. So, again, thank you guys very much. Thanks, I appreciate it. Yeah, it happened just last night, and I got everything set up for it today. So, thanks guys very much. I appreciate showing support. And without any further ado, let's go ahead and look at what Jaylow's got cooked up for us. So you said you went with a fighter and a red mage, white mage, black mage, right? Rainbow comp? Crab Cakes, crack this seed. This is a new series that what I'm going to do is I'm going to let you guys send me seed and flag sets that you've played yourselves and had a tough time on. Either there was some walls or maybe you the routing was really tricky to figure out. Something that trips you guys up in the seeds. I'm going to let you guys send the seeds to me, and we're going to see if we can, quote-unquote, crack the seed, and figure out how maybe we could use other tools in our toolbox to get through it a bit easier. Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure I was using the same party, because I know that in a situation like that, the party comp matters. So here we go. So going to be looking for some early black magic spells and maybe some weapons, some armor. I should actually, before I get too involved here, double check what our incentive locations are. Oh, it's Ice Ordeals. Was this this was week 3, wasn't it? This was actually the seed from your race. Is that correct, Jaylow? Okay, cool. Awesome. I did not see that, so I have no prior knowledge of this seed, so this is going to be going in blind. So, here we go. Alright, so what do we have for black magic? We've got Fire, Sleep 2, Lock 2. Okay, so what do we have for white magic? We have Harm 4, Heal 2. Okay. Okay, so we're going to pick up a Saber. We're going to go physical strats, actually, in Temple of Fiends, because this is a pretty rough-looking start. It's not restreamed, so only people that were watching. Okay. Oh boy. Jaylow. Jaylow, what have you got in store for me? Alright, this is going to be a seed, isn't it? Okay. Let's test Creep's hit points. Oh, I didn't equip the swords. I didn't equip the swords. Oh, and you guys have Poison Touch? Oh, man. Well. Yeah, normally I don't have to rely on physical strategies, so I'm used to just, you know, running in and calling it good. I need good turn order. Thank you. Alright. So we move the Red Mage to the back, and we hope the Garland has low hit points. Good critical, that helps. Garland has low accuracy. That's really helpful, actually. Alright. Alright, so we got the junk item out of the way already. Oh, wait. No, this isn't... Oh, this isn't stage 4. Okay, this is stage 3, where there's not supposed to be a junk item. Alright. Yeah. I see why this seed could have tripped you up, Jaylow. Okay. Because this seed is not the friendliest. Okay, chain armor's good. Okay, so we got the TNTs, so we're going to go to... Oh, man. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Okay, we're not going that way, then. We're going to Provoca, and we're really going to hope that there's an AoE spell here. Alright, Imps with Blizzard is not something you can really plan around, unfortunately. We're going to have to hopefully get lucky and not see any Imps on our way over to Provoca. Hopefully there's an AoE spell available for... Oh, and Iguanas are unrunnable! Oh man, this seed is a gem! This is exactly the kind of seed that we need for this premiere. Oh, thank you, Jaylow. Okay, there we go. We got some level 3 going on here. We're going to use that cabin. One of the sources ever wipes in large time loss. Yeah, this is a seed, man. Way to have exactly what I was thinking of for the premiere. Alright. Okay, so Ice 2, 449 gil. That's what we need. Life 2, heal 3. Okay, so literally this is about getting money in the early game with a crappy start. Okay. With the lack of gold, wouldn't you be better trying to force Dwarf or Matoya? Potentially, but I'm going to get money from the pirates. So I prefer to go straight here. I would rather not go to Dwarf Cave or to pirates, Dwarf Cave or Matoya rather, right away, because I'm going to be going on foot to do the crown quest chain. I want to try and do Matoya while I have the cave, and I want to do dwarves after I already have the Mystic Key, so that way I can do as much as possible. And exactly, with the Blizzard Imps, it's going to be very difficult to navigate safely. Okay. So there we go. We got through the pirates fight. There we go. 414 gil. So that's going to give me... Okay, that also gives me the canoe. So that's going to give me the money I need to be able to buy Ice 2. So we buy Ice 2 first. Do we have a spell charge on anybody? Yes, we do. Okay. We buy Ice 2. Then we go ahead and save. Now, we obviously want more spells while we're here, so we need to find enemies that can give us some money. So I am looking for, well, this fight will work. What I really want to see, oh god, what I really want to see is ogres and creeps. This is going to give me a great source of early money. Ogres are the best fight that you can take in the early game for giving a large amount of money while not being very difficult. So this fight should give me enough to get Ice 2 on the Red Mage, and then I'll have 2 Ice 2s that I'll be able to throw around. And that'll make the money farm go a little bit faster. Then I can work on getting heal 3 on the White Mage for level 2. So this is all going to be about incremental changes. So now we're going to get Ice 2 on 2 people. So now we'll be able to take more fights and get money a little bit faster. There we go, Ice 2 on 2 characters, and we're going to go ahead and save again. So this is a slow start, but remember, it's all about getting started, right? So we know that the early game is going to be dangerous. We have to do something to counteract the danger that we're getting. And by having those sweeping spells that we've now got, we now actually have a way to fight the seed. So I hope everybody is doing pretty well. I wish the race had gone a little bit better for me. Unfortunately, I still don't have a good time for this week, so I'm going to have to do tomorrow. What were the Topher chests besides TNT? It was a heal potion and something else. So not terribly great. Oh, it was a cabin. It was a heal potion and a cabin. That's how I got the cabin that I used on the way over to Provoca. Okay, here we get a first strike, so that's really good news. This fight's going to be worth some good experience points and money. Yep, that was the cabin. So I certainly didn't buy it. Oh, you're right, Hierophil. This cabin came from the king. You are right. Okay. 262. Is that at least enough for some camping gear? Because I want to get moving. If I have to come back... Okay. Cabins aren't super expensive. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to see if we can't get over to Peninsula of Power and force a giant fight. Oh, it was a soft. It was a heal potion and a soft. That's what it was. All right. Yep, we got a couple charges of ice too, so now we should be able to get into a giant fight or maybe a... I'm not sure if I would actually take any other fight here. Basically, giants are bust, because I need something that's going to give me money. If Zombles rolled low on HP, maybe I could take them. We're gonna test the waters with these frost wolves. This is probably not going to work, but it's something we're gonna try. Yeah, this is not gonna be worth taking. Yeah, the problem with the Zombo fight, Crab Cakes, is I've only got one Harm 4 left. That's the one thing that would keep me from wanting to fight them. Here we go. This is what we want. Oh, they've got Scorch. So we're going to throw out a heal 3 from our White Mage, and we're going to start throwing those Ice 2s that we've got. Oh, sorry, only heal 2. Find it pretty funny that the title is about beating tough seeds, and the thumbnail I see is a pop grind. Yep. Alright, so maybe? Maybe? There we go. Okay. Cool. There we go. 3,000 gil. That's our starter pack. That's what we needed right here. Now we only have 4 cabins, so I have to be a little bit judicious about where I use them. But hopefully we can get through this. Okay, we're getting close to imp territory. It's sad when the thing you're worried about running into is imps. Then you know you're having a rough day in the office. Okay. So, heal 3, life 2, and we're going to go ahead and pick up soft. I don't have a whole lot of money, so I want to be sure I can cure the petrified status if I run into it. So, here's a life 2, here's a life 2, you guys are back up. What are you up to, 13 minutes to get to Provoca? No, Specty, we've been in Provoca. We did a pop fight to get some cash, so that way we could buy spells while we're here in Provoca and get some extra levels for people. Because we have a seed on our hands. Okay, so here I'm prepping up everything I'm going to need to get down to Crescent Lake to get to our next incentive item. So we're getting extra cabins, we're getting heal potions. Did we wipe the Garland? Yes, we did wipe the imps. I don't think we wiped the Garland, actually. No, we didn't. We were good there. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and run and throw out Ice 2s at the same time. Get some free XP if I can. Otherwise, we're going to get on our merry way. Come play 14 with us. Never paid for an MMO. Yeah, I've actually been getting into 14 crab cakes. I actually found it to be fun, and from my job, I make enough money that I can actually afford to indulge in an MMO. I'm gonna test if you guys have low hit points or not. This is probably a bad idea, and I'm probably gonna wipe for it, but that's okay. You do not have low hit points. Come on. Get out of here. No. No, stop it. Nobody panic. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Assuming there's no Z-scores and stuff yet for the race today. I don't know. You might be able to find Z-scores for today. Yeah, exactly, Jaylow. You get it. This is fine. See, look, we made it to Provoca. We're fine. I'm realizing now that I didn't check the armor shop while I was in Provoca, so I don't know if like pro rings are there or something, or maybe gold bracelets. I'm pretty bad generally about in these league flags checking armor and stuff. Okay, so this is either a ship in TNT seed, or floater is in, oh, hi, that's expensive, or floater is in either Elfland Shop or place, things, stuff. Elfland Shop or Ice Cave. Yes, thank you, Crab Cakes. I'm losing my mind here. Alright, so we've got some money, we're going to be able to save and restore our spell charges now. And then we'll start making our happy way over to Elfland. Yeah, but could you not kill my knight though? That'd be cool. Okay, so with only Ice 2 and Fire, we still don't have great resources for being able to sweep out a lot of things. Yeah, having to rely on Fire feels very bad. I totally agree with that. So we're going to go to Elfland and see if we can't find level 3 or 4 magic. So long story short, how to beat tough seeds? Grind. That is a strategy, Hypes Nova. There are generally two things that I look to if I am struggling either in a Topher dive or struggling with the seed. And that is, number one, are there tools in my toolkit that I'm not putting to use? Are there weird, obscure spells that maybe we could get around? I know there was a seed recently where we were relying on the stun spell. So that's a great example there. And then the next thing I look at, oh boy, the next thing I look at is would more levels solve the problems at hand? And if the levels are enough to solve the problem, you can always just grind your way through the problem. Otherwise, it's time to get creative, like it might be this time. We do have some charges of level 4 magic. Life, Cure 3, Wall. Okay, Lit 3, Zap. Here we go. Okay. So we're gonna pick up Zap, and this feels bad, man. Let me tell you, this feels bad. We're gonna pick up a house while we're here. To be able to restore some spell charges. Yes, Zap is very good. So I'm very happy about that. Basically, the rest of the seed is garbage, though. Man, this is some hot garbage that you've got. Yeah, skipping warp is definitely not ideal. We're gonna see if we can't get some money to get that warp spell, though. Because I have a plan. It's not ideal, but I have a plan. So warp is 1700. Okay. So warp 1700 gold. We're gonna go pay a visit to Astos, and we're gonna. Hi, Death Touch. Wow. Man. This is the seed that just keeps giving. Holy cow. Okay. So. Now we know asps are deadly. Oh no, Jaylow, this is exactly the kind of seed I had in mind for this series. This is perfect. So, Astos should go down to a couple of Ice 2s. This shouldn't take too long. There we go. And we got how much money? We got 3,000. Okay, so... Alright. Oh, yeah, I mean... Specty, I totally went to Astos and died at level 2. And then I went to Elfland and saw that Nuke was at level 3 magic and got to level 5, and then I kicked Astos' ass. Okay. So, we've got some extra key items, we got some extra money and stuff. Yeah, fair enough, Specty. My problem in today's seed was that I just could not find a real weapon. I had the katana, and I was relying on a ninja to kill things, which is never a good time. Sounds kind of like the Flintstones, this song? It might be. If you do exclamation music, you could actually check it out and see if that's who's playing. I'm not sure which band this is, so. No, not everybody had Vorpal, because I didn't have Vorpal. I would have loved to have the Vorpal. No, I did not find it in Volcano. The chests I checked in Volcano were full of jack crap. I was very salty about it. We'll give you the extra absorb. We'll keep the white mage alive since she's got life too. I mean, it very easily could have been Volcano Armory Hierophilus. I skipped Volcano Armory. No, the 5-chest cluster I did check. See, I take a... Oh, no! No! Jerks! I take a gamble in Volcano. My thinking is that I know everybody is going to skip Volcano Armor, or everybody is going to check Volcano Armory. So, if there's nothing there, and it's a total wash, I can save like 2 to 3 minutes just by ignoring Volcano Armory. So, I take that gamble, and sometimes it pays off, and sometimes it doesn't. Because here's my thinking, right? So, Crab Cakes, I get it. You never skip Volcano Armory. There's a lot of chests there. But here's the thing. Everybody is going to check Volcano Armory. So, if you're checking Volcano Armory, and there's something good there, you're not getting ahead of anybody else. But if you skip Volcano Armory and there's nothing good there, then you're saving time on everybody else. What's the ratio of it paying off to not paying off? It's probably about a 50-50. Nah, Specty, anytime that I've actually taken the time to go check Volcano Armory, I seem to never get anything there. It's just when I don't check it that there's always something there. Yeah, but see, Specty, I also usually do Volcano late. See, my strategy is I typically will do all of my key items first, which usually leaves me in a position where I've done the bottle to Oxyale and do the slab to Chime, and then I'm ready to go to Waterfall to get my last key item. So I'll hit up Waterfall, and then I'll go straight into Sea Shrine. And then I'll usually go from Sea Shrine to Sky and get all of the experience points that I need to really start progressing, and then I can just go mode Earth and Volcano. So I typically do it late, and therefore feel less incentivized to go to check all the stuff in Volcano. Oh yeah, Waterfall was the place that was a dud today. That made me very sad, because then I knew I had to go to the Red D chest. Yeah, I managed to get through Waterfall without finding out about the Death Touch mud goals, but boy, once I found the Red D chest was mud goals, I learned about it. Okay, so we might want to come back later for spells here. I need to go get my floater still, so it's off to Ice Cave. Yeah, Rod was behind Vampire. I got lucky and did Volcano, or Earth rather, today. Basically as soon as I got the airship, and that totally paid off. So my thing was we had warp and we had exit, so at the very least I was going to get an incentive from the Vampire and then be able to get the incentive from Sarda. Turns out that the rod was the item at Vampire, so I got all three. Hey, Will Cleosis, how you doing? Yeah, Mazza was in Earth Cave, and boy, if I'd actually found that out, I would have had a very different game. Because I had defense, I had white shirt, I had a ribbon. With a Mazamune, I definitely could have gotten through. Definitely could have gotten through the end game. Oh, it was on floor 3. I thought somebody had said that it was on Earth 4. Yeah, I don't ever check bottom right of Earth 3. Feels bad. Oh, of course Artea found the frickin' Mazamune. Artea always manages to find Mazamune. That's apparently Artea's special skill. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Artea's totally beatable. It's just odd that he always seems to find enough gear. And one real one practice. I've been like a minute behind him in the past 2. Yeah. Yeah, I almost beat Artea. What was it? Week 2, March Madness. the first seed of that week, I was running a two-man strat. I was doing Fighter Black Mage. I was doing Artea's strategy against him, and I actually had the lead. I just couldn't finish out Topher on my first dive. Took me 2 attempts. But yeah, Artea's totally beatable. It's just annoying. Yeah, Specty, I think I'm going to play tomorrow, but I'm going to be more conservative than I've been playing these league stages. I have to put up a time at this point, so I can't afford to not put up something again. Yeah, Crabcakes, I get what you're saying, playing too cautious in the league. I definitely play aggressive in the league. Okay, bottle, so it's definitely a ship TNT seed. Alright. So now we full clear this while we're here. Yeah, Specty, I would have been happy to 5th today too. Well, hey, it was a ship TNT seed, and we just found the ship, and we've already got the canal. Okay, and this is the thing about Randomizer. Sometimes you just get lucky. I didn't need to check the other chest, Will. I already found the ship in TNT. I didn't want to take another fight. We're trying to go fast. Yeah, Specty, I saw the Red D trap tile. I'd never tried to quad X him. Yeah, I mean, it could be quad X, or it could be Vorpal. You're right, Will. But we're trying to go fast. We're playing this as if it was a race. I want to stop getting into these fights with these stupid cockatrices and mummies. Hey, Will, look, we still found the Vorpal. No worries. Everybody's happy in the end. You know what that calls for. There you go, Will. Just for you. Warlock Theosis. Okay. So... there is still going to be a key item that was pushed out into a loose chest somewhere. So I do still need to be on the lookout for that. Ship spawns and provoker from Ice Cave. That is a good call, Crab Cakes. I might actually want to go the right direction. Yeah, I was thinking of volcanoes spawning at Elfland. You guys are absolutely correct. Oh. Yeah, it's nice that it spawns at ports, but it's definitely important to know that it spawns at ports. Okay. So now the question is, where do we go from here? We have the ship and the TNT, and we have an old wide open world. We've got... oh, we should get the Mystic Key first. So that's something we should do. That was something I forgot to do when I was stopping off at Elfland. Alright, so let's go get our Mystic Key because we want to get that key item. And then we'll go check some key locked chests. And then we'll head up to Waterfall or Ordeals. Let's go Ordeals. Because if the floater's there, then we can pick up our airship and start really moving. Alright, so there's our Mystic Key. Alright, so what do we got? We got money, a pro cape, dragon armor's nice. That'll be helpful once we get our floater, because we've already got the tail. Okay. Let's go to Corneria. And we'll check those 6 chests real quick. And then we'll hit up Northwest Castle and Dwarf Cave. And then we'll be on our way to Ordeals. I don't know why I'm throwing out Ice 2 here. I really don't need to. I don't really need the money from fighting Kaisergu. Alright, we're going to go ahead and check the trap tiles here just in case we need to come back here for some experience points at some point. Oh, Raph made a classroom in the guild house? That's cool. That sounds like something that Raph would totally be gushing over right now. She's really good at building in FF14. It's very impressive, some of the stuff she's come up with. Yes, Wilklos is putting down the knowledge. Ship always spawns in the inner sea. And if you find the ship somewhere outside of the inner sea, then it will spawn at Corneria. Okay, so the trap tiles here are garbage. We'll stop off here. This is probably the closest place to get to Dwarf Cave. Probably should have used the cabin in case I needed to quickly warp back there by resetting, but there's usually something at Dwarf Cave. Like a ribbon and silver armor. Okay. Well, that's convenient. Alright, so we're going to give you the silver armor, we're going to give you the silver helm, we're going to give you the ribbon. Start throwing on this gear. We don't need the chainmail anymore. We've got warp. Yeah, dwarf ribbon is pretty common. There's a good number of chests there. I mean, there's like what, 10 to 12, somewhere in that range. So it's pretty likely that something will land there. And there are 3 ribbons in the pool, so there's actually a fair chance that there will be a ribbon there. All right, we're gonna check out what level 5 magic is real quick, and see if we don't have anything good available. Fade, we'll take that. Not learnable by Red Wizard or Red Mage. But Nuke is. There we go. Alright. So now we have some offense available to us. We don't have the slab yet, right? No, we don't. Okay. Gold bracelets are very expensive. That's annoying. I remember one time I saw 3 Mazas and Matoyas in a row. Oh, like in different seeds. Okay. I was like, wait a second. You saw 3 Mazas and Matoyas. That's a feat. Even if you were playing with randomized weapons. Or randomized treasures, rather. Yep, Jaylow, that's why we checked level 5 magic, because we're starting to get charges of it. It's a lot of lunch money. Will, look, we have 3 mages. Mages are great people to wield Mazas, even if you have the mighty Vorpal. I will never turn down a Maza. I'm just realizing we don't have save items, because we've only got, oh no, we do, okay, we've got cabins, we're good. I thought for a second that we didn't have, cabins or tents, and I was a little bit worried, but I bought like 30 of them, so, alright. So we're definitely not going to waste our nukes here. Okay, Zumbles did roll low on HP. That's good news. Some juicy XP. Top. Oh. Top. Come on now. Top, bottom. So are we going to get lucky with our pillar choice here in the 4 room? We'll check this just to see what the trap tile is. Hey, there we go. That's not much HP either. It's a squint, though. Okay. So we'll finish off this eye, we'll bring back our fighter, and we're not going to take more of those. Couldn't remember. Ow. Could you not lit to me, though? No, like, really, could you not lit to me, though? Okay. So, we don't fight Medusas. The only reason I'm not running away here is because it's going to be very difficult for me to run away. Okay, it's going to be even more difficult for me to actually kill them, though. So, fine. Alright. Okay. Let's just calm down. So, Medusas. If we see those, that's what we nuke. Alright. Well, that was a terrible fight. Okay, so it is 2. I just couldn't remember if I'd been to that room or not. This is one of the toughest ordeals I've seen in a while. This has not been very friendly. All right. Oh, look at that, Will, turning into quite the ordeal. Hi, Bluty. I probably should have thrown out Fade and Nuke there just to take the experience points from fighting him, but at this point I really just want to be done with ordeals. Okay, so we have one more incentive item, one more incentive location to check, so we're going to go to... He gets the shaft. Will with the jokes today, I like it. So we're going to go ahead and go to Waterfall. We also have an incentive item out there still, or a vendor item out there still. So we do need to check Caravan and the on-rack shop while we're here. So we're going to check... we're going to check the on-rack shop first and buy some camping gear, and then we'll go to Waterfall, and then we'll go to the Desert Caravan. Yep, Crab Cake's thinking the same thing that I was. Hey, it's a floater. There we go. Alright. We'll check level 7 magic while we're here, and then we'll save getting the floater and go do Waterfall. Ice 3 is good. I can't learn it yet, though. Okay. Harmony rubber garbage. They're garbage, I says. Alright. Alright, now we've got plenty of houses, so we can go ahead and be a little bit more liberal about our use of nuke and fade charges. Red Mage needs to level up just a little bit more and get those charges himself. Oh, Jaylow, that's rough. This seed easily could have been terrible. A 3-hour race, yeah, it's very easy for me looking at this seed and how it laid out to see how it could have gone that way, because this early game was garbage, and if not for making some of the decisions that we did, like choosing to go after Provoca rather than Follow the Crown. That could have taken a lot more time. Yeah, Specty, so essentially the way it works is the Z-score. Essentially the way Z-score works is if you look at the average time it took runners to finish, and then calculate from that the difference in the number of standard deviations from that average time the runner's run took, that's how many points you get. So if you were 1 standard deviation faster than the run, you get a -1 Z-score. If you were 2 standard deviations slower than the score, you get a +2. Hope Trenton isn't here. Yeah, he'll tell me to not math on stream. I'll just ignore him. Alright, so we got the slab. So now we've got the bottle and the slab, so that's good. Oh, I didn't really need to fight this fight because I can just warp on out. That was silly of me. Oh, talking about today's race, Specty? Yeah, 2nd to 15th was a stupidly small gap. That's half the reason I forfeit, honestly, is because I went from having a shot at getting 3rd place to forfeiting when 17 people had finished. And that felt terrible. Oh, Crab Cakes, are you at the top of the SRL leaderboard now for FF Hacks? That's awesome. Alright. So now... Now I gotta remember exactly where I'm at. So this is over here. Yeah, Specty, I mean, part of the reason that I've, like, cared less about forfeiting these league races are they're flag sets that I just don't find to be fun. If I was doing, like, a floor and entrance shuffle or something where it was not purely execution-based, I would not forfeit in these races. But with the seeds just not feeling fun to me, I don't care as much. I don't want to finish them because, like, I'm not having fun, I'm not enjoying myself. Like, I've been trying to push myself to really go fast and improve my times and try and make a little bit more riskier plays and make some plays that I wouldn't necessarily feel safe doing otherwise in these high execution, because it really is like high risk, high reward, right? I haven't really felt like I've been enjoying it. So, loot. Loot is the key item that is loose still. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and finish up doing our key item turn-ins. And then we'll start doing Fiend Dungeons and be digging to look for the loot as we're going along. Calling a loot and cardio? Well, that's where we're going next, Crab Cakes, because we've got the tail, so we're going to go promote. We've got some better equipment to be using, so it's definitely top on my list of priorities to do. Then we're going to go talk to the Fairy and Gaia, and then the Lethanes, the Lethanish people, to get that chime. So I realize it's a very small amount of time that we're going to save doing this, but we are going to go ahead and wait to do our armor and weapon menuing for class change until after we've checked the Cardia Isles. just because it will save a very small amount of time, but time nonetheless. Multiple bracelet or bracer is not bad. Garbage dragon on my way sucks. Well, I said it wasn't bad. I didn't say I needed 2 of them, or 2 of those for that matter. Garbage, that's garbage, 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 garbage. Okay. So, unfortunately, no loot in Cardia. I mean, that would be a reasonable place to start checking next, would be the sky. If we actually have the means to beat it, let's look and see what our spell selection looks like, just to be sure we can actually do that. It's TFC. I see how it is, Crab Cakes. You really want us to find that, don't you? Well, there's the most chests in Sky, so that's where we're going to go next to check. Streamer got... You got your first sub too? That's awesome, dude. Congrats, Dark Shiny Garatina. Welcome to the chat. Thanks for hanging out. We are playing the seed that Jaylow got for his race in Stage 3, his one-on-one race. And it was a very rough early game. It's taken us an hour and 5 minutes to get into the air and finally be able to start really getting some of these key items that we need to be able to progress the game. We still haven't done any Fiend dungeons yet, so definitely a slower start. Alright, so because we need to check chests, and that's really our progression at this point, is chest checking. It's going to make... Yeah, it took a while to get us airborne. Turns out that the vendor item in Onrak was the way to get into the air. So we had to get the canoe first to get into Ice Cave, so we could get the ship in Canal, so that way we could go up to Onrak, so that way we could buy the floater up in Onrak to finally go to the Ryukon Desert and be able to get that airship. Yeah, we had some early complications as well, DSG. We had Blizzard Imps and Death Touch Asps. There were a lot of unrunnables as we were going through. So it was not a pleasant early game. We also had to use sabers to take down Garland. We bought 2 sabers for our fighter and red mage, and had no armor, but we were swinging sabers at Garland until he died. So definitely a difficult seed, but we've gotten pretty good progress in. So not too upset about it. And boy, these zombies really just want to throw EXP at us. Like, they really want to throw EXP at us. Oh, nice. It's always funny when that happens, where you are like, well, I'm going into Topher, and I guess I'm going to check these 3 chests because we haven't seen a ribbon all game. And lo and behold, there's a ribbon for you. Okay, Black Shirt and Thorhammer is very, very nice to see. That makes me very happy. It's not exactly what we were looking for, but I'll certainly take them. I will also take a ribbon. That makes number 2. We're going to throw that on the red mage because he's also got life too. We will take a Chimera. Watch loot beat in the 1 chest I skipped in ice. Yeah, that would certainly be unfortunate, Crab Cakes. Why would you wish that upon me? Yep, so we need to remember that we've got 1 chest in ice that we skipped. We have the 3 keylock chests in Temple of Fiends that we skipped. We have all of the chests in Marsh Cave, of course. So there's still a good many areas that we could find the loot. Yep, still plenty of locations we haven't checked at all. We're going to hit areas up that are Fiend Dungeons by chest density. That's how we're going to prioritize this. So we're going to do Sky into Volcano into probably Earth on the way over to Sea. That was carelessness. I should have taken some time between fights to heal back up, but it's not too big of an issue. At least it will get some more EXP on the people that are going to have more hit points and be able to survive nukes in the end game, so. Yeah, Crab Cakes, there's still a ton of chests for us to check. Let's not forget to pick our Black Mage back up. A Bane Sword's nice. I'll take that. What the spells like on this seed? For the early game, we had rough spells. We only had Fire in level 1 and Ice 2 in level 2, and then Warp at level 3 for Black Magic. We did have good White Magic, however. We had Harm 4, Heal 2, Heal 3, Life 2. So White Magic was pretty good. But Black Magic, on the other hand, was a little wanting in the early game as far as killing power. Okay, so right side has more chest than left side, and both of them have more chest than bottom. So we're going to go right, left, bottom for floor 1 in Sky. Yeah, could you not all focus your attacks on the Black Mage, though? It's not very nice. So here we're using Ice 2 because Ice does decent damage to mana cores, and we're just trying to conserve spell charges as we're going through, even though I want to go ahead and kill these guys. Oh, if I'm using Ice 2, I should be using Black Shirt, huh? How about that? So you know what I think is going to happen? I think we're going to find loot in mermaids. No! DSG. That is blasphemy that you're speaking of. Black Mage is the best mage. Yeah, Red Mage is certainly very strong. It probably offers the most versatility. I largely like Black Mage just because he's focused on the offense and gets all 8 levels of spells. If Black Mage had a little bit more HP, I would never take a Red Mage. Alright, are you going to be in this one chest right here? Okay. Garnagas don't have that many hit points, and they're worth good XP. We will take Pro Ring, thank you. All of what you just said, DSG, is very true. Red Mage is definitely the most stylish. I do very much like the sprite where the White Mage has the cat hood. It is 100% cute. And Black Mage is, in fact, very strong. So, there are people that would argue with me not checking the Sky 2 chests. They would tell me go to Sky 3 first, and then check Sky 2 only if Sky 3 doesn't have anything. The reason I don't really like that approach is because I like to check either the left or the right side of Sky 2 going top to bottom. And if I find the item that I'm looking for, I can just move on, and then I'll check the other side. and then I can just move on to Sky 3, and if I don't need to check anything in Sky 3, then I can move on from there. I do understand the logic of check Sky 3 first, because there are more chests there. So it can make sense. Will is absolutely right, though. There are also eye fights here, and eye fights are tasty. So the logical reason, DSG, that you would not check the Sky 2 chests is because if you're looking for just one item, there is a better chance for it to be in Sky 3 than there is for it to be in Sky 2. So the logic that they use is that it is faster to check Sky 3 first, and if you don't need to, don't check Sky 2. Which is reasonable. It is a very reasonable approach. However, I personally like this approach better because I would rather check it because it's on the way. Yep, we could go get Xcal. We are probably not going to go get Xcal, though. The only reason I'm going to go turn that adamant in is if I need to move the key items in order to get healing potions into a better spot in my inventory. Because at this point, there's really no reason for me to go ahead and take the Xcal. The Vorpal is going to be stronger in the end game. Although, I guess that also depends on how many fast charges I have. Because I could use Xcal on the lower level Fiend fights revisited and switch to Vorpal at, say, the Kraken mark. Crab Cakes wasn't Temper at level 2. Temper was definitely somewhere that was accessible. I think it was level 2. Because I remember there being something good at level 2 that I couldn't afford at the time, that I, tried to make a mental note that I need to go back to. So, yes, we definitely need to check for Temper. Hey, that's a defense. We will take that. If I recall, Fast is level 7, so we're not going to get many charges of it. Yes, it is level 7. It was level 7 at Gaia. So no, we won't have a lot of charges for it. Which is why I'm talking about potentially going back for Xcal to be able to use both. Okay, Sentry's rolled up on hit points, I feel like. So I'm not going to take too many of these fights. I expected that to be a fast fight, and it was not a fast fight. Yeah, Crime Cakes is absolutely right. You do not need many fast charges. I would say really 3 is as many as you need. 1 for Kraken 2, 1 for Tia 2, 1 for Chaos, and that's plenty. Lich is laughably easy, and there's not much reason to worry about him. And carry is not too difficult. So, hey Silverfire, how's it going? Welcome to the chat. Yeah, I would say 4 would be ideal in case you do run into a slow 2. Oh, hey, Ruby, there's 4 more chests that we can check now. The other reason to maybe want 4 is just in case Carry 2 does roll something nasty. But yeah, definitely being prepared to counteract Slow 2 is very important. Yep. I do in fact already have 3 charges, and I'm going to gain some more levels, because we're definitely not done gaining levels yet. So we have a lot of dungeons to go through yet. Alright, so we did clear out Sky. Unfortunately, we didn't really find anything super great. Oh no, that's not true. We found a ribbon, we found some good stuff here. We just didn't find the key item that we were looking for. Are trap tiles randomized? Yes, trap tiles are randomized. So if we took the trap tile at Ice Cave where the eye normally is, it would very likely be something different. Actually, we did see the eye tile. It was in Ordeals. Yep, we did find the eye tile in Ordeals. So if we ever need to go grab some levels, that is a place we could think about going to. It would take me a little bit to get back there, but not too bad. See, we're gonna throw out the Bane Sword first. We'll throw out Zap. Oh, we didn't save a slot on the Knight to be able to pick up or the White Mage to be able to pick up Temper. Hey, Poison Smoke germinated. All right. So, with that being said, we're going to check out the faster chest to check first. So we're going to check out the ruby chests. Red D, blue D, mud goals. Yeah, there's a lot of things that we could go after. What am I looking for from chests? Silverfire. We got a cabin from the king or Princess Sarah. So there is a loot in the wild that we have to find, and that is why we're checking chests. Again, shoutouts to Jaylow. This is the seed that he was playing with his opponent in their 1v1 race for Stage 3. This is the premiere of a new series to test what we could do differently potentially in seeds that gave people trouble. So I put out the idea, and Jaylow said, "Hey, could you run this seed and see what maybe I could have done differently?" And so we're looking to see what tools in our toolkit we have that we could approach the seed in a different way to try to get a better time. Silverfire, it's really weird. Oh yeah. The free bridge. What ended up happening is that with the free bridge, the bridge gets replaced by a cabin wherever you would find it. And the bridge so happened to land in a spot that pushed out an incentive item. Yeah, there's actually a fix that's been pushed to alpha where if the free bridge is turned on, that it will stop placing the bridge as a priority item. So it should not happen in the future, but they didn't want to update the live production site mid-season, just to be sure that nothing else was going to break. So in the meantime, we have to deal with the potential that bridge could push other items out. Okay, Agmas have a lot of HPs. We're not going to fight them. Mini seeds we get loose items anyway, so it's not as obnoxious. Yes. However, it still could happen that we get like bridge from the king, and therefore have more loose items that we'd have to go hunt down. So it's one of those things where it could get very annoying for later seeds. Silverfire, I think it was 283, but definitely way more HP than I would like Agmas to have. The box reminds you of something like a Ruby Lock Seed. Oh, yeah. Yeah, unfortunately it's something that happens from time to time, and in the future we'll be able to prevent it from happening, but right now we have to deal with that. As far as I know, so it might not be a very high roll. Yeah, I mean, it might not be a super high roll, but it's higher HP than I want to be taking those fights with. If I'm going to take a fight, I want it to be a fight that I can do very quickly. Hey, there we go. We got the loot, boys. Now we fly. Alright. And this is why we check by chest density first, because we want to be sure to get the items as fast as possible. So we go wherever we have the best chance, which is wherever has the most chests. Now, we get to just go through Volcano and Earth and sea in total go mode. Silverfire. So the main reason that I went to Sky before Volcano is because I had just turned in the chime, or the slab to get the chime. So I was already in the area, and there are still more chests in Sky than there are in Volcano. So for those two reasons, as well as there being better experience points fights to take, I wanted to go to Sky first. I don't think we ever did check level 6 magic. I don't think there's going to be anything good here at this point, but there's not reason to not check it. Now we'll take Quad X. Oh, crap. We should have gotten level 2 magic on our knight. Life 2 for the knight is definitely something you want to have. Yep, good call, Crab Cakes. I remember just as I saw your message. So we'll get heal 3, get life 2, we'll pick up soft. Expert is a spell I don't really prioritize because in most of the cases that you're going to want to use Expert, it has basically as much chance to land as the spells that you want the Expert to give you better access to. So I might as well like throw out the Brack rather than relying on Expert to clear the resistance to Brack. Okay. So all of my items are in good places, so I'm going to go ahead and go on. Yeah, I mean, Silver, I'm not really planning. Excuse me, I'm not really planning to cast soft with the knight, but in a situation where I run out of soft potions, it would be good to have. Alright, so at this point, there's really not much left to talk about, because at this point it's a matter of just doing it. We already have plenty of gear from checking so many chests, so I'm going to basically skip almost everything. Obviously we don't have the power bonk, we don't have the white shirt, so there's a couple items that could augment our game, but at this point in a race, if I was an hour 30 into the seed, I would be feeling very behind, and feel like I really need to put the pedal to the metal, so... Can't imagine that happening if I was cutting way too many corners with soft potions. Alright, so time to go kill Lich. He's going to be a bit of a pushover because we have all the tools in the world to kill him. Oh my goodness. These stupid arachnids though, man. And Ice 2 didn't even kill them. That feels bad. Silver, what exactly do you mean that sequencing on Topher bosses is a thing? Not sure what you mean by that. You're saying as another reason not to cast soft? Because, like I said, it's not like I plan on casting it, just I would rather have soft and not need it than need it and not have it, you know? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yep, having a game plan for how you're going to deal with the Fiends is definitely important. A little bit sad that I have, that I don't have Quake. I like throwing Lich down a crack. Oh wait, we actually have 3 Fiends. I forgot to split. That old man. Hey, Gregory Puff, how you doing, man? Thanks for stopping by and hanging out. We are just wrapping up the first of these Crack That Seed runs. Jaylow sent us a seed that had a wonderful, juicy early game with lots of feels bad moments. And we're making our way through it and getting there. Alright, we got some lobsters and snakes. Huzzah. Fortunately, we're decent levels, so we're getting a nice amount of ambushes here and really not having to deal with too many fights. Of course, as soon as I open my mouth, it's unrunnable lobsters. Hey, good turn order is good. Alright. Oh, excuse me. So Jaylow, now that we've gotten through the headache portion, and this is just a matter of execution, were you able to see some areas that maybe you could have done some stuff differently? Obviously, the order that we did things worked out fairly well in our favor, but did seeing some of my reasoning and why I made some of the choices that I made, was that helpful for you? Do you feel like maybe you would have approached the seed differently if you were to have to do it over again? Nope. I want a Bane Sword. There we go. Alright, so time to go kill Kraken. And we should be done with the seed by the 2-hour mark. Definitely one of the longer stage 3s that I've seen. A lot of absorb you've got there, Kraken. Oh, you're out of nukes. Okay. Well, we'll throw out a Quad X then. Here we go. Level 27 feels pretty good. Calamari! Indeed, Gregory Puff. We got us some squid. Gotta fry it up now that it's all nuked and faded. Alright. So here outside of Topher, I'm going to go ahead and do a hard reset so I see what the encounter table looks like from a hard reset. This is mainly to know if I want to hard reset when coming into Topher, or if I should just go ahead and soft reset. Oh, Yeah, that would be the biggest thing that I would say. Obviously, it depends a little bit on when you saw Blizzard, when you saw Death Touch from the Asps. But definitely with not having any AoE magic available in the early game, that's really what pushed my decision to go to Provoka, especially as soon as I saw the Blizzard. That told me that the early game was going to be very painful, and that I needed to have something to be able to sweep out dangerous fights. We were very limited on money in the early game. I didn't have the ability to afford tents or cabins, and the only spell that was available in Corneria for dealing damage was Fire 1. So we, it was Soft Heal Potion and TNT in Topher. So it was, we had to be very judicious about how to spend money from Temple of Fiends. Yeah, you're gonna have a real tough time if you're trying to kill Astos with just Fire 1. And we saw that Asps had Death Touch and Imps had Blizzard. So just trying to navigate the overworld at low levels was very difficult. So we ended up going to Provoka, and we saw that Ice 2 was available there, and that really helped get us through. Why am I giving this much respect to Lich? Fire 1 Lich is the true disrespect. Yup. So much disrespect that I don't even deign you worthy of taking a spell greater than that. Cool. Alright, well, now the fact that these high HP Agamas are unrunnable is really annoying. Yeah, Silverfire, the Agamas definitely rolled up on hit points this time. 450 or more HP is not where we want our Agamas to be. No, see, that's I just said that's not where we want our Agamas to be. No! No! Bad! Bad! Don't use an Ice 2 charge. We have a black shirt. Bad. That's a temper charge, dang it. Yeah, I mean, max of 180. If they had 300 to start with, that'd be what, like 540? Holy cow, come on now. Feels really bad when you have to use a nuke charge on trash mobs. I would be glad to not have to fight any more Agamas after this floor. Alright, so what are we going to do here with Carrie? We're going to swing. 7 Invis 2s, so I'll throw out a Fade and a Nuke. Trying to save some of our offense for later fiends, but we definitely want to do this fight pretty quickly. Oh, good. Carrie didn't have very many hit points. Agnes had almost more hit points than Carrie did. Carrie 2 even. That's disgusting. Yep, if that fight had gone to round 2, I would have gone ahead and swing, fade, quad X, anticipating that her HP would be very low by that point. But obviously, we took her down in the first round, and it wasn't necessary. I mean, Silverfire, if Carrie had had low absorb, it would have done more damage. Also, just conserving spell charges. Just anticipating that it's going to go longer. So here we throw out lots of offense. We are going to go ahead and use the defense sword because we're going to try and rely on the knight to tank a little bit here. I should have thrown out a fast on round 1, but it's fine. Yeah, I got the fast off before he died. This is the point where I'd start throwing out quad X on Kraken 2. Ow! Yeah, Red Mage definitely needs to lift some more weights. Okay, well, we're through. Alright. So now we're going to start throwing out some Invis 2 charges, and we're going to start swinging away with the Knight. And go into offense mode. How many ribbons do I have? I have 2 ribbons. I have one on the white mage and one on the red mage right now. For the final fight, the ribbon will be getting swapped over to the knight instead of the red mage. Actually, probably knight instead of white mage. Yeah, I mean, I could have moved the knight over sooner, but with so many casters of life 2, I was less concerned about it until going into some of these final fights.
From the tide was a finish line. Waves we were made to ride. You and I were first in line, and we took them by surprise. I was with you all the time. You may not realize, but
yeah, I mean, you're definitely right, Silverfire. If something had opened up with an early nuke, it definitely could have gone very different. In general, I was rather comfortable with my situation, though. I just didn't feel like it was a super high priority. I mean, the knight also has really good resists on his gear. He's got a dragon armor. He's got an Aegis shield. He's got good levels. He's going to have high MDef. I feel very comfortable in this situation with 180% enemies and my stats where they're at. I definitely don't feel that there's anything wrong with that. I should be throwing more tempers. Yep, so here the focus is evasion first, HP second, and offense after that. Once the mages don't have anything left to do, really, they'll switch over to using instant death spells, and there we go. $154.25, not bad for as trolly of a layout as this seed had. Definitely that could have gone way longer in tons of situations. Loot could have been at a different dungeon. That would have taken us more time. Other than that, we played fairly well. We got very fortunate that the ship was in Ice Cave, and we were full clearing Ice Cave, so definitely had a good time there. Very fortunate that the loot wasn't the one chest that we skipped in Ice Cave. So yeah, this seed would have been very, very easy to lose a ton of time to. So Jaylow, thank you very much for providing the seed. And I hope you guys enjoyed the first of these Crack That Seed videos. So